Welcome back, friends and fans, to another episode of Dragon Ball Z. Um, First and foremost, I want to apologize for how loud the last video was. Um, I've obviously done some more mixing and such to make it more balanced out, but I had to put the volume lever, almost all the way down. So I guess this is just a lot louder than I thought it was. But it's going to be way better this episode. So you'll actually be able to hear what I'm saying, hear what I'm talking about. In this episode, we're going to be seeing the next steps with Avalanche going into Reactor 5, and well, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's get into it. There we are. They were just waiting for me. How nice. Yeah, no, this music gets pretty loud. I can barely hear it myself. I have to turn it all the way up. Yo! This ain't no private car, so split up. Hoodlums again. Don't I just have all the luck? Oh yeah, that was the same guy that was on the car with us last time. You say something? This guy? It's empty because of guys like you. Yeah, okay. You've seen the news, right? Avalanche says there'll be more bombings. Only devoted employees like me would go to Midgar on a day like today. Well, wouldn't you know it, dude? We're gonna be able to get you home early. That dude in the back is just chilling. So what are we gonna do now? The hell you so calm? You're busting up my rhythm. Alright, we're heading out. Just probably already told you, but there's a security checkpoint at the top plate. There's an ID scan system checking all the trains, which Shinra is very proud of. We can't use our fake IDs anymore. Darn. That's 11:45 in the morning. That means that dude in the front of the train here, is clocking into work at lunch. Maybe he's on his lunch break. I don't know. Looks like you've seen this already. It's alright. Come a little closer. Whoa, Tifa. Hey. Actually, no, that's what I want, so. Nope. Oh, here we go. We're caught. That's what's happening. We're in trouble. Oh. Got 15 seconds, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Jet. You're making me waste my time. Change it to plan 2. Look, there's Johnny. You see him? Dang, they're fast. They're starting another check. We're done for if we don't move up the train. If we move up the train car by car, we should get past. Alright, Barrett. Man, they are on it. Oh, you little... Yeah. With 3 seconds left, did you see that? Dude, this dude is like... schizoing. Come on, Tifa. Move, move! Don't you know this is a serious situation? Dive, dive, dive. You guys, I was playing Helldivers until 2:30 in the morning. Never a waste of my time. You can't do anything to convince me that it wasn't worth the purchase. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna jump. Well, we said we were gonna before this point, so. A leader always stays till the end. Don't worry about me, just go. It's only the beginning of the mission. Oof. Already off a rough start. Who's this guy? It's so funny with even a lack of emotion, you can still see so much facial expression. Don't let your guard down until we get to Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. Everything's ready for us. Alright. Can't go any further. That's why we gotta go down this hatch. Star Wars stole it from them. Just kidding. This is way after Star Wars. That one damn tiny hole you telling me to squeeze into that to get under the plate? No way. What are we gonna do? I'll just go down. It gives me the chills. Yeah. Apparently, so you know how when at the end of our group conversations, the group will fuse into one character. So apparently, when this came out, there was a joke made between all of the game's creators that other people in the game will like try to mimic exactly that. And I think it was the Avalanche group, so Biggs, Jesse, and Wedge. They try to do the same thing, fusing together after a conversation, and they had edited the whole thing. Like they had the 3D models and the scene completely made out, and had it in the game as an Easter egg, or like as a findable cutscene within the game files, something like that. And had to take it out last minute because it went against a lot of like rules or whatever. But I think it's really funny that, you know, and a lot of turn-based games are exactly like that, where the group will become into one person after conversation. And so it's just really funny that even in game developers, they know that like that's just an easy way for the parties to get around, but in between everyone there's an inside joke that it's kind of weird that they do that. I'm sorry, the ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I modified your ID card, and that's what did it. I did my best, but I failed. Ah, Jesse, don't worry yourself too much. It's really okay. In this game, there is an item that we'll inevitably find later called just ribbon. It's just a ribbon, and it's wearable, and the ribbon makes you like invincible to instant death. And I was watching, because I started playing this, I started to feel the urge to watch Advent Children. I realized, and I've seen that movie dozens and dozens of times, and I realized that each of the characters in there has a ribbon on, all of them. In the original group, because I mean, obviously, like, you can see that Tifa has one and Cloud has one, and you know, unless you've like really played the games, you might not fully understand the significance of the ribbon that they're wearing. Each time I've watched it, I just learn a whole lot more about the movie. And you know, for the last episode, I was also getting clips from it to show you the difference in like voice actors and such. and it really just does bother me that they didn't keep the voice actors from Crisis Core. I mean, Aerith is totally fine. Cloud is totally fine. It's really just Zack and Sephiroth that bother me. Zack, the new voice actor that they have for him, I would love to say like isn't really that bad, but if you when I played Crisis Core Reunion, I was thinking to myself like, you know, it's just a small little difference. It's really not that bad. And then I watched a side-by-side comparison and realized like just how little emotion goes into the new voice actor for Zack.
It means Angeal has betrayed us as well.
Angeal wouldn't betray us. Never!
It means Angeal has betrayed us as well.
Angeal wouldn't betray us. Never!
Like, he's so flat-toned and one-dimensional. And it's really hard to like him after seeing that. Alright, the tent. I hate that I didn't utilize the tent a lot more, because I was always just like, no, I need to save them for special occasions and such. And like, no, they're meant to be used, you know. We're gonna pull out now, we'll meet up at the hideout. We're counting on you to blow up the reactor. The new voice actor for Sephiroth, he just doesn't have the same monstrous type of voice. And I mean, like, you saw that from the clip too. And what I truly love about the Sephiroth in Advent Children is just how raw the lines that he gives are.
I've thought of a wonderful present for you. Shall I give you despair? On your knees, I want you to beg for forgiveness. Tell me what you cherish most. Give me the pleasure of taking it away.
He delivers it so perfectly to where it's concerning how calm and intense his voice is at the same time. So when he delivers these lines, you're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, like he really means it, because it is just that scary sounding. You know what I mean? Because this game came out the year I was born, I have been surrounded by this game ever since I was a kid. Papa. Sephiroth? Did Sephiroth do this to you? Soldier, Makarian, Shinra, I hate them all. Speaking of voice actors, how am I doing? Get a hold of yourself, man. No, forget. Come on, let's hurry. Yeah, being surrounded by this game ever since my childhood, I have always had an appreciation for it. I've always had a desire to know more of the story, because the story really is just that good. When I finally got to see Advent Children, it was so like emotional for me. I was very surprised. I was so into it, because I had just like, I'd known these characters, but I'd never gotten to like see how they were, see what they really looked like. And when I would hear the name Sephiroth, I would think just so like that was a real villain. Like Sephiroth was the real deal for that. All right, I have to do this at not 3 times speed, because this requires precision. Just to say, we have to push all the buttons at once. Oh, yeah, you see, that's not good. They don't do a countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, second try. Look at that. Yep, all into one. And so when I was watching this the other day, like, I was surprised that I was still feeling that. I was still feeling, oh my gosh, it is insanely cool to see all these people again fighting, fighting together and just being an actual elimination to evil forces. I mean, I think no matter what you're going through in life, whether you are, you know, actually on top of the world, you're doing great for yourself, which if you are, awesome. But no matter what, if you are faced with a story of absolute good versus absolute evil, and you know that the absolute evil truly is just exactly that, there's no way you don't feel it in your heart, you know? And I mean, I think that's one of the main reasons people love movies and books like Lord of the Rings, you know? Because Tolkien said it best himself, you know? Like, there should always just be, in your stories, there should always just be good and evil. Gray lines are not something that people relate to. They want to know that they are the absolute good against the absolute evil. So you all must be, what was it? Avalanche! Don't forget it. Long time no see, sir. Long time no see. Oh, you're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. I knew you'd been exposed to Mako from the look in your eyes. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? See, I wouldn't have given my name. I would have just been like, F you, dude. That's my name. Unless you become another Sephiroth. Ah, Sephiroth, he was brilliant. Perhaps too brilliant. Sephiroth? Don't give a damn about nothing of that. This place is going up with that big bang soon. Serves y'all right. Such a waste of good fireworks just to get rid of vermin like you. You're the vermin killing the planet. Guess that'd make you King Vermin. King Vermin. You're beginning to bore me. So if you'll excuse me, I'll have dinner. Yeah. Dinner sounds great. But I made arrangements for a playmate. Aw. See, he cares about our playtime. It's so that we can interact with other people like us. Never mind, not like us. The Airbuster, a techno soldier, our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data he'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in the future. Man, this is just like Dragon Ball Z. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. With the androids. When the androids defeat enemies in battle, or when they... This is from Soldier. It's just a machine. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna bust him up. Yeah, when the androids 19 and 20 were created by Dr. Giraud, he fed them video and written documentation of all the fights that Goku had on Earth. But Dr. Giraud's big mistake was that he never recorded, or didn't know to record, Goku's time on Namek, where he had transformed into a Super Saiyan. Big mistake. And that's what cost him. I mean, that's what cost Android 19 his life, was Vegeta going into a Super Saiyan. Because he also didn't know that Vegeta had become a Super Saiyan as well. But it didn't matter, because when 17 and 18 were released, they had developed enough that that it would require them to go into an ascended form in order to defeat them. The Future Trunks arc is probably still my favorite, one of my favorite arcs. The Android saga will forever be my favorite saga. Oh, I guess he's gonna make his big move. Oh, yeah, he's not almost dead. What? Did we really? What? That was so fast. I really thought it'd take a lot more than that. But yeah, no, the Android saga will still always and forever be my favorite. Just because the interaction that Piccolo has with 17 is one of the most iconic situations. It's gonna blow. Barret, do something. Please don't die. You can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you. Yeah, that she loves you, dude. She loves you. Be strong. Stop talking like this is the end. Okay, hold on. It's just like in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf takes his fall. Except for I don't die. I guess Gandalf didn't either. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's been out since, what, 2001? If you haven't seen it by now, that's your own fault. You alright? Can you hear me? Yeah? Mom? Back then, I only got scraped knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? What do you mean by back then? What about now? Worry about yourself now. Oh, it moved. Take it slow now, little by little. Man, this is almost like how Dirty Talk goes. Hey, who are you? That shouldn't be part of your Dirty Talk. Oh, how sweet. You know, it's actually really funny. Even with the opening cinematic showing her walking down that alleyway with a dress on, when I first played this, I was like, why is she wearing pants? It never occurred to me that with these polygons you couldn't actually make a dress. Some part of me always believes that Aerith should have been in pants. But for some reason, they have no trouble blooming here. So that's how she gets all the flowers, is they just have no trouble blooming there. That's incredible. The one spot that gets the most sunshine. It's almost like the pit of flowers here is somehow the only good thing that's happening in this world. So we meet again. You don't remember me? Never saw. So if I were to choose to romance Aerith, I would say, yeah, I remember, but I don't want to romance Aerith. Never saw you before. I guess you don't remember. You were walking in a daze. That's okay. Why, you after my materia, lady? Cloud is too honest for somebody who shouldn't trust anyone. You can find materia anywhere, but mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. That doesn't make it special. You just don't know how to use it. No, I do. It just doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was my mother's. Say, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it after all? Here we are meeting again. Got nothing to talk about. I don't want you. She's very nice though. I wonder whose fault that is. It's not easy to grow them, you know, poor flowers. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, though, Dragon Ball Daima has been out for a while now. Now that you mention it, we don't know each other's names, do we? See, it's funny that even in this kind of remade game, they still have it as Aerith, when Aerith has been like the all-around accepted name over the last, what, 20 some odd years. Yeah, because especially since Crisis Core came out around 2003, 2001, somewhere around there. And even before that point, it's been Aerith. So it's really funny that Aerith is still the default name. I'm Aerith, the flower girl. Nice to meet you. I think it's because of like the Japanese to English translation. The name's Dragon Ball Z. I do a little bit of everything. Who's that in the back? A jack of all trades. I do whatever's needed. What's so funny? She thinks I'm corny. She thinks I'm cheesy. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Show him who's boss. Don't mind me. I'm gonna mind you, dude. Anyway, so Dragon Ball Daima has been out for a while. Have you ever been a bodyguard? And it's frustrating because I haven't seen any of it. Then get me out of here. Take me home. You got it. Let's see. How about a date? Yep. I haven't seen any of it. And it's not that I don't want to. I definitely want to. I mean, when Dragon Ball Super came out, I watched that in Japanese before I ever saw it in English. I know you. Oh yeah, I know you. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shinra spy. Want him taken out? I haven't decided yet. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. So yeah, anyway, I want to watch it, and a lot of things unfortunately have been getting spoiled for me. And it's super annoying that people just have no respect for people who haven't seen it yet. Gasp! Don't walk on the flowers, dude. And don't step on the flowers. You just stepped on them yourself. Yeah, just like people don't have any respect for people who potentially just haven't seen it yet. And I've seen one of the biggest spoilers of the show, and it's been everywhere. And I remember the same thing happening with God of War Ragnarok, the DLC. Well, we can't let them catch us. The DLC was out for like maybe 3 days, and I hadn't gotten a chance to play all the way through it yet. I was able to play through quite a bit of it, but it's a challenging DLC, and that's the whole point, is that it's supposed to be challenging. And I was supposed to, you know, be able to just get through it on my own. And I guess I didn't get through it fast enough for someone's liking, because within 3 days of the DLC released, I was spoiled the ending, and it was a big fat ending. Like it was huge, something that we haven't seen in forever. And some idiot was just like, yeah, let me make it my thumbnail on my video and put the spoiler first thing in the first 4 letters in the title. And it's just like, really? Like, you just have to be the first one. Oh, what? Like, you have to be the first one to put it out there. You can't just let everyone else figure it out by yourself. And that's what I mean for a lot of things when I say that streamers have ruined gaming. I truly believe that, because it's them who everyone, including game developers, make games for now. But it really does just piss me off when people just can't wait 1 second to let everyone else experience something for their first time. And instead, it just has to be, well, if you haven't played it yet, that's your own fault. It's not the point. So it really bothered me that the episode with Dragon Ball Daima that has easily the biggest spoiler in the entire show, it was like within the first 24 hours of the release of that episode, everyone was posting about it, and now I don't get to see it for my first time naturally. I don't know. It's my own issues, but maybe someone watching here can relate to it. Dang, how... I love the scaling. Like, how big are we compared to that church? You mean it's not the first time they've been after you like that? No. They're the Turks. The Turks are a Shinra organization. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. This violently? I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of other dirty stuff on the side. Murder, you know. Spying, murder, you know. They look like it. But why are they after you? There must have been a reason, right? No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Maybe you do. Want to join? I don't know, but I don't want to get caught by those people. Hey, what do you mean by those people? Yeah, I love the scaling, because we're like so large in comparison to the roof of that church. Wait. Now, if you're this slow, I guess you don't have what it takes to be soldier. Puff, wheeze, don't leave me. I thought you were cut out to be in soldier. Ha! I love that laughing animation. Just looks like he's dry heaving. I used to be in soldier. How'd you guess? Your eyes, they have the glow. That's the sign of those who have been infused with Mako. A mark of soldier. But how did you know about that? Oh, nothing. You guys. I can't wait for you to figure out more with me. There's just so much to unpack with each of these characters. It's so well written. I think one of the biggest one of the biggest reasons the 7th installment of this series, this one, My House Is Over Here, was so successful was just because you were able to relate to the characters so fast, so quickly. And it's just because they were all just so well written. Anyway, you guys, once again, I won't make these episodes too long for you. I understand that this is a little bit different from other games that I've played, so the need for longer episodes probably isn't there, at least not yet, because again, we're still slowly building into it. We're only an hour and a half into playing this game, so it's gonna be a little bit, but I promise you, it's just so worth it. It's fantastic. And if you love what you see and you want to continue watching it, well then, I will see you next time on Dragon Ball Z.